broadcast tonight coming to you from New York City amid all the hustle and bustle of the streets of Manhattan. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics chemistry.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, they've got Taj Gibson. R.J. Barrett is out there with Payton. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Robinson in at center. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. From about 19 feet to the middle, here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Now, here's Barrett. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
New York, no good that time either.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. For New York, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Down low, and finished off by Robinson.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Passes it to Tatum. Gibson with the steal. Barrett, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Payton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Here's Walker out to Hayward. Right side Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barrett, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Tice, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Boston leading by 6. Here's Brown. Robinson with the block.
Now the 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot, swatted away.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Three-pointer, Hayward.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Tatum passes to Tice. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Tipped away. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. He's got 6.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. And Payton throws it down hard.
And how about Payton getting up and showing us some of that lift?
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. It's taken away by Payton. Shoots over Walker. No good from Payton. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Now Tatum, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Good on the shot.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Boston leading by 11. Brown wide open. He fires. Buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Feeds it to Barrett. Here's Robinson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Hayward passes to Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 5th assist in this one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Robinson. The three-pointer no good. And pushing it up, here's Boston. They kick out to Brown. Here's Hayward. And oh my, what a slam right at the buzzer.
And great move there to ensure they end the quarter on a strong note.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Boston on top, up by 16. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a...
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of it.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Walker. Poke loose. Ntilikina looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Hits the three-point bomb. Bullock's got his first 3 points of the game.
Ntilikina sensing when one of his guys was not covered, and then he found him.
Hits it from three-point range.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Now, here's Bullock. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Ntilikina. And Smart over to help. Ntilikina kicks to Bullock. The pass to Ellington. Here's Ntilikina. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Ntilikina wanting to be assertive and the coaching staff encouraging that kind of play.
Smart passes to Cannon. Stolen by Robinson. Inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The Celtics working the ball around now. Kept alive in the corner. Smart with it. And he makes that one.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Knicks trail by 21. Picked away. To the inside. Tatum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tatum's got 11 points in the quarter.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Ntilikina. And Boston with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Pass to Wanamaker. Tatum on the wing. In the corner, Smart with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Smart's got 7 points in the game.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot clock at 5. Goes up from the top of the key. A rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown kicks to Smart. To the paint, and another shot. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist from Smart.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Gibson against Tatum. To stop the run, pass to Ntilikina. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Boston on top, running away with it. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 4 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
I love how they opened the game. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a...
And that should...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Payton is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his 2nd season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Harkless finds Robinson. And he gets it to go. Robinson's got 6 points.
That's pretty much a power play for Robinson. He's got the ability to just shrug off the defenders.
Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They host the 76ers after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kemba Walker picks one up. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. And wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
New York shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Barrett the pass to Harkless.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Down low, Harkless with the steal. High arcing shot. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. There's Walker with the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Payton against Walker. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Brown, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Knocked loose, stolen by Walker. Over Payton. Walker's shot is off, stolen by Walker. He kicks to Brown. Back to Walker. Left side, Williams. Outside, Walker. 1:51 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Hayward. Shoots the 3. The kick out to Walker. Over Barrett. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Walker's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he knows what his bread and butter is. Walker embraces the mid-range at a time when not a whole lot of players are featuring that in their game.
Back to Payton. It's blocked.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for New York. Smith comes in for Payton. Then for the Celtics, Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. Smith for three. The shot comes out. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game, and that game will kick off a four-game homestand. Williams passes to Williams. The kick out to Walker. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Outside, Walker. From deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Left side, Williams. Takes it from 10, and it's Boston with another.
Not easy trying to compete with the toughness of Williams, especially when he's near the rim.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a major 39-point. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. There's the feed to Williams. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something. We could get that, and but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well, and I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Here's Williams. That shot missing, so New York will take it the other way. And it's Smith penetrating, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Kevin Knox is checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Celtics also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. Here is Ellington. And there's the pass to Brosdakis. For 3, Bullock. That shot is off. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Back to Wanamaker. Shoots over Ellington, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I think Williams has a terrific future, a charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Wanamaker misses. The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Bullock dishes to Smith. Pass to Brosdakis. They double him with Green. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Shots like this are going to help Dennis Smith Jr. get himself going, which is a defense's nightmare.
Here's Wanamaker. Green kicks to Williams. Out to the wing. Launches a 3. Edwards. That's good.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Edwards brings the double team. For three, Smith. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
For three, Smith. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Dotson's checked in for New York. Ojale is checked in for Boston. Here's Dotson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Step back shot. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Dotson, guarded by Green. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Cantor kicks to Edwards over Smith, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And New York making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Here's Dotson, and they pick up 2.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
That one falls.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Second chance shot. Robinson misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Edwards, that's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And it's Prostakis missing. Edwards inside. The tray gets the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.